So one of the first questions that I want to ask you, because I've been kind of thinking about free agency and listening back to these interviews, like, do you feel like the Pistons have been really valuing versatility, just with like the additions to Karras and Duncan and Javante, and because I know like last year they said we're going to just get shooting, we're going to get um, Tim Hardaway, Malik Beasley. This year it seemed like they were looking for guys that could play multiple positions.
Yeah, JB talked about that. I think it was just yesterday. Shout out to I think Cody Davis asked him during our scrum during shoot around. He asked if that was a priority they were looking for, and he said, "Yeah, that's something that they want to be able to emphasize." First they wanted to make sure they were addressing the beginning steps of being good at the foundational things that they need to do: playing defense, communicating, not giving up a possession, making sure you're contesting every shot, just those simple like core things, and then after that, on offense and defense as well, that's when you can start playing positionless basketball, which is something he kind of pushed against a lot last season a little bit when we asked him. But it seems like he's a little bit more open to it now. And based on what their roster looks like, I totally understand why. Having, Cade Cunningham, who's fantastic on ball, he has the ability to play off ball as well. Asar Thompson, who I asked about during media day, him getting reps last season as a primary ball handler for the Pistons. Like, there's different things that they can do. Jay Ivan can bring the ball up. JD has talked about being able to just have the green light to take the ball off the rebound off the glass and just push a fast break. Like, there's a lot of different things that they can do to make themselves unpredictable against their opponents, and I think they're set up really well to make that happen.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of thinking about it. It's like, man, like Karras can play point guard. He can play one, a little bit of three. Duncan, I mean, I don't know if JB's going to get as sick as Eric Spoelstra was last year playing him at power forward. But that is a choice in itself. But I mean, just kind of like even them talking about versatility. I know someone had asked JB about not having a backup power forward, and you touched on it of just being more versatile and positionless. But just kind of what I've been thinking lately, especially since we'd never signed a backup power forward. I was just like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, I think I was with you and we talked about it. Was seeing a guy like maybe Bobby Clinton having an opportunity to kind of, play his way into that. Because, yeah, like I still don't really buy into a lot of these projections of like Ron Holland playing for or like even Asar. I think Asar could be equipped for it defensively, but I just think they're both better suited as like a jumbo 2 or a 3. And I think they can just roam on the perimeter. But again, just kind of having that versatility, I guess, from the wing standpoint looks good. But yeah, that 4 position is gonna be a pressing button for sure with their roster, seeing what they do with it.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone's like, "What about Giannis?" I was like, "Well, guys, no one can stop Giannis. Like that's one big power forward that you're going up against. Like
Right.
you're probably just throwing Duran or Stu on there and just saying a prayer before the game starts. Hopefully, you
Exactly.
could, if you could hold them to like under 30, that's a win in itself. But I mean,
Oh,
I could understand the fans' perspective of not signing a backup power forward because if Tobias gets injured, knock on wood, I don't know what you're going to do there. I really
Yeah.
don't. And I think that's like my concern, along with the other fans in the community. Like, we really don't have a backup for. Like, what are we going to do? You're just going to stagger Asar like you stagger Jaden Ivey at power forward. Then you got 2 guys in the starting lineup that are staggered. And I don't know. I get worried about them getting fatigued through a long NBA season, but that's just me.
Yeah, I can't really see them like. I don't want to see them like again. We saw Beef Stew playing the 5, and that was worked perfectly last season. While he's talked about stretching his game out offensively, shooting more jump shots, like that's cool. But even when he was doing that during the Monty Williams era, with his percentage wise being what it was, I still wasn't a big fan of it, just because it wasn't altering the defense at all. The defenses weren't crashing out to stop Beef Stew's jump shot. Like they were like, "Oh, you gonna shoot? Cool. We'll see. We'll live with whatever happens. No problem. As long as Cade isn't going for 30, as long as the other guys aren't going off, we know you're not the game plan. So you go right ahead." So yeah, even Paul Reed, I don't know if they would like put him next to Duran or have him come off and take some minutes from Tobias. Yeah, it's a little limited in that front court, but I think Trajan's got his eyes open and hopefully has something in the bag that can add a little bit more space to that position.
Never know with these rosters being in training camp, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Players could get cut. Trajan could use that last roster spot on maybe just a really low end backup for. You never really
Right.
know. And people are hoping that last roster spot is Malik Beasley, but investigations are still ongoing, and I really don't know how long they're going to keep that last roster spot open. I mean, they didn't use it until trading deadline, but we could be wrong here. It could be another shooting guard. Who knows?
Right. He was sitting there talking online like I think you and my posted what he said, my decision's coming soon. And then I think right after that was when the league investigation happened. So that kind of delayed off, and now we have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, hopefully all is well with him, and hopefully things go right with that investigation.
Seems like every time you put something out, they're like, "Oh no, you're getting investigated." I was like, "Bro, like just don't tweet." Like I want to see what happens if you don't tweet or don't post.
I was texting my homeboy about that the whole time. Every time he would post something, like he just posted through all this, man. It's like, hey, just post through it, man. No problem. Now just post through it needs to stop. Now that you've been cleared by this side, just let everything else clear. Don't tease nothing. Don't put out these grand proclamations. Just sit back and let's just make some stuff happen.
I know you and Sean talked about it like in June. I'm like, "Oh yeah, he's cleared." Like, NBA's like, "Hold my beer."
Right. You think you free now? Oh, okay. Have a seat. Have a seat right there.
Wishing them well, man. They have a lot of investigations that they have on their just plate with the Clippers and everything else, and Malik. And I honestly think Terry Rozier is still going under investigations too. And it's been like several months. But
right.
Hey, man, wishing them well.